This breath, or what conducts the breath in yoga, we call this the Kurma Nadi. Kurma means a turtle or a tortoise, an amphibious creature. It's in the water, but it can also venture out. You can become an amphibious creature if you master this Kurma Nadi. That means you're in the body, but you can be little outside the physical nature. Let's say we pull out your breath right now. If I take away your breath, what will happen? You and your body will fall apart. It's the breath or the Kurma Nadi which ties you and your body together. When we say Kurma Nadi, we're not just talking about the passage of air. Right now, you're incapable of experiencing the breath in the sense… See, right now, if you watch, you think you're watching the breath, no. You're only noticing the sensations caused by the passage of breath. You're not capable of knowing the breath itself. So the breath or what sets up this pattern, what directs this pattern, that we are calling as Kurma Nadi. If you have some mastery over that, you become an amphibious creature. That is, you're rooted in the physical, but you can venture out. If this much freedom arises in human life, suddenly you know there is another possibility, that there is something beyond physical nature. Whatever you're going through within this physical cocoon is not everything, you know a completely different dimension of life.
There is a certain dimension of yoga where we are talking about by bringing the body to a certain level of relaxation, not by controlling it, but by bringing it to a certain dimension of relaxation, the number of breaths that you take per minute will go down. Normally, we're taking 12 to 15 breaths per minute. If it goes down to 12, then you know the language of your body. Everything that happens in your body you know, simply because the static in your mind has gone down. If your breath goes down to 9 per minute, you know the language of the birds, animals, trees and every other living thing on the planet. If your breath goes down to 6, you know the language of the inanimate. If your breath goes down to 3, then you know the language of the entire universe. Not wanting to listen, but it's invariable, it's bound to happen. If you become quiet within yourself, the entire universe speaks to you in a million different ways.
To breathe in the right way, if you watch a child, you would see if a child is asleep, you will see child breathes in such a way, the breath is largely between pit of the throat to the navel. He doesn't expand the lower belly, he just here and here, not this. Some adults might have developed the habit of breathing through the entire belly. Well, if this happens, inertia will come into the body. Recently, these research papers have been published, how breath is related to your mental status and your sense of experience of life. I think this was in… yes, it was in Hyderabad. I was teaching a program way back and I say, see, there are 5 manifestations of prana, which are prana vayu, samana vayu, apana, udana and vyana. The prana vayu is in charge of both your respiratory action and your thought process. So if you breathe right, naturally your thought process will be in a certain way. Then I have a psychiatrist, he is in the program, big argument, how can you say this? What is the basis of this? How can thought and breathing be connected? I said, see, you breathe this way for 3 days and see what will happen to you. He said, no, that is not science. What is not in the high school textbook cannot be in the universe. One big argument that day. Today, recent studies are saying that the neurons which control and moderate your breathing also control and moderate 3 fundamental aspects of your alertness, your wakefulness and your anxiety. So, various emotions can be affected by breath. How we breathe can influence our emotions, declared. Slow breathing activates the vagus nerve, which calms the body, heart rate slows and becomes regular, blood pressure decreases, wow. And the respiratory rhythm also controls some of the activity of the brain region involved in attention, wakefulness, anxiety. How we breathe can directly influence the brain. Now United States Navy medical team is supposedly using this for the Navy SEALs to stay calm and composed in dangerous combat situations. So, exhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, that is one cycle, continue this. There will be no anxiety in a moment of danger in combat situations when people's breathing will go out of control sometimes. Well, we taught you a proper science of how to breathe like this. Shakti, chalana, kriya, or some of you doing this? Well, if it's properly done, you can manage the very chemistry of what this is. This is the most sophisticated chemistry or chemical factory on the planet. The question is only, are you a great manager of this factory or are you a lousy manager? That's all there is.
Sadhguru talks about Shakti chalana kriya, which offers a range of profound benefits both on physical and spiritual levels. The rhythmic breathing patterns, especially Ujjayi breath and Kapalbhati, stimulate the prana in the body and activate the Kundalini energy. The breathing exercise clear blockages in the energy channels or nadis, allowing prana to flow freely. This results in a more balanced and vibrant energy system, promoting physical health and emotional stability. Shakti Chalana Kriya breathing helps quiet the mind by regulating the breath, which calms the nervous system. This leads to improved mental clarity, concentration, and deeper states of meditation. It also aids in reducing mental chatter, helping practitioners reach inner stillness. Regular practice of this breathing technique increases the flow of prana throughout the body, leading to a greater sense of vitality and improved overall health. As the energy rises through the chakra, practitioners experience heightened awareness, inner peace, and a sense of spiritual connection. By regulating the breath and focusing on energy locks, Shakti Chalana Kriya promotes harmony between the physical body and the mind. It balances the flow of prana through both the Ida and Pingala nadis, which represents the lunar and solar energies in the body, creating a balanced state of being. It's a transformative practice that balances the energy body, leading to holistic well being. However, due to its intensity, it is advised to learn and practice this kriya under the guidance of a qualified teacher to ensure safety and effectiveness. Namaskaram.